We are following some breaking news. A tent collapsed during a busy Labor Day Arts Festival. It had a lot of people scrambling for safety. News 9's Adriana Ivashinsky is live at OCCC with the very latest on this. Adriana, what happened out there?
Well, Kelly, all of these big tents are tethered down with these big stakes in the ground. But this wind has been whipping around all day long, and it actually caused one of these giant stakes to just rip right out of the ground, and it just created a domino-like effect. See that blue and white tent right over there? There were about 20 kids under that blue and white tent watching a magic show when the tent collapsed on top of them. Surprisingly, none of those kids were injured. But there were some adults that were sitting a little bit further down, eating in the dining area, when the tent caved in on top of them. The wind had been wreaking havoc all day at the Arts Festival on the OCCC campus. We talked with one artist who experienced it firsthand and saw the collapse happen right before his eyes.
All day long it's been picking up, and finally a very large gust came through, and I grabbed my tent and I looked over at this tent because I heard a rope snap, and I saw that the rope came up, a 2x4 came up out of the ground, lifted the entire tent. The wind got up underneath it and collapsed it on all the people that were in there. And there was a magic show going on, so there was lots of kids and their parents in there. So there was about 12 of us guys, several of the other artists that were standing around. Immediately as soon as we saw it, we ran in and lifted the tent to get the people out.
Luckily, nobody was seriously injured, but there was a rush to help those who suffered cuts, bruises, and abrasions.
The tables were completely collapsed. There were some people caught up underneath the tables and underneath the chairs they were sitting on, but there mostly was the poles were laying on some of the people.
We did have 3 people taken to the hospital with injuries, 4 people total transported, but one was a child that wasn't hurt.
This was the last day of the 3-day event, one that won't soon be forgotten.
I've seen artist tent go before. I've been doing art shows for 20 years, and we've had some really bad winds in knocking down artist tents, but nothing this size.
Now, organizers shut down the festival about an hour early due to what happened. As you can see, security has taped off the area, and investigators with OCCC are out here investigating the tent collapse. But everyone out here is just so thankful that no one was seriously injured. Kelly?
Absolutely.